Good morning, good morning. It's Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. I'm a day late, but I am not a dollar short. No, I'm not. Okay, let's see. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Tarot Love and Magic and Sunsetter. And hey, Raven and Mick Art, or Mika. Yes, yes, welcome. Oh, I love that. Be Bold Evolution. Yes. Hi, Julie. Hi, everyone. Hi, Grace and Ben. So good to see you, Ben Brujo. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, I have so much to talk about, so I want to get going. Yes. So this is the Astro in the Oracle program where I'm going to talk about the astrology for a bit. And then I'm going to pull cards for Oracle guidance to help us navigate through this upcoming weekend and the solar eclipse. Yes, I am. I'm going to be using the Heal Yourself Oracle. Look at this. Heal Yourself Oracle by Ina Sagel. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. It is a rock pool deck. I have been using this with my clients and it is amazing. It says, I'm a rock pool influencer. They send me these decks and I love them. Their decks are so high quality. Anyway, open your heart and mind towards real transformation. So this is a perfect deck for, look how beautiful, perfect deck for Mercury Retrograde. Because what you'll find, this is intuitive guidance to transform your soul. What you'll find with Mercury Retrograde is that you'll start pulling a lot of cards upside down that are intended for you to do some investigation of your Mercury things, like your thought processes, your communication style. Yeah, all this kind of stuff. So this is a beautiful deck that asks us to look within, and some of like shadowy things in retrogrades, can bring up some of these things. So that's the deck we are going to be using. I am having a solar eclipse workshop on Sunday at noon Pacific time. If you can't come live, you'll get the recording, and I'm going to be talking about like the solar eclipse is conjunct Chiron. So, and with Mercury retrograde, what is the wound we should be considering about healing? Chiron, the wounded healer. So I'm going to talk about the nodal signs. Where your south node is where you can look to things about maybe think about healing with this energy of this upcoming eclipse. Yes, yes. Hey, Onario, so good to see you. Onario is a wonderful tarot. Oh yeah, the eclipse is coming in hot. Yeah, we are feeling it. Events are happening already that are of the nature of this. You didn't miss me, D-Tuggle yesterday. Venus met Neptune, and I have been working so hard. My class for Kepler College starts on Saturday, and I finally finished all the slide decks and all the materials for that, and I just finished teaching for Synchronicity University and all of this kind of stuff, and I just needed some time. I just did not have the energy yesterday. So I was planning to come and talk. It's a surprise time, but I just let myself. Mercury retrograde, the program is delayed a day. Yes, it is, because Aries and Chiron is on my moon. I just needed some healing time for myself. It's been a lot for me because my Uranus is at 5 degrees of Libra. And so it was eclipse. And ever since that full moon in Virgo across my nodes, I've started to become clearer. It's come to my conscious attention when Saturn was on my North Node in Pisces that, like, I'm more than just, I'm into my intuitive gifts, and my progressed ascendant went into Virgo, which I've had my whole life, but I've been honing more and more over the last several years. Crystallizing, and I am getting more specific downloads. Yeah. So, and I'm just learning about this stuff. So this has been kind of wild. It's been exciting. It's been a little bit, my moon is being eclipsed on the solar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse eclipse my Uranus, which is conjunct my IC. So it's really important. And I'm an astrologer, and I am someone who, like, I'm an undercover rebel in some ways, even though I'm a Sun, Saturn, and Taurus. Yeah, even from myself. Like, it's kind of, yeah, it's been so cool with Uranus and Taurus, really evaluating this part of myself, this Uranian part of myself. Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, I'm unique. We all are unique in our own ways. And, it's, you know, you can find where Uranus is in your chart. But anyway, tangent alert. I don't know where I was going with this story, but anyway, yeah. So my moon and my Uranus being eclipsed has just been destabilizing, exciting, but I feel like I'm coming back to myself. I'm feeling like I'm grounding back down. Yeah, Jupiter coming to my Mercury is going to help stabilize, because Jupiter's in Taurus, and Jupiter blesses, it edifies, it educates, and it also like has this healing process, this healing potential. Like, doctors are Jupiterian people. Venus and Jupiter are the benefics. They aid to life. Yes, they're both associated with fertility, Venus, and children, Jupiter. Yeah. And what else did I want to say about that? Yeah. Jupiter invests and believes in. Yeah. Explores. Yeah. So I feel like the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction will help me be more, like, once we get past that, I'll be like, oh, I feel more back to myself, learning about these new things that are coming in for me. And yeah, and I'm already using them to help clients. Yeah, I've been having such amazing readings. So no, you did not miss me yesterday. Hey, Kay Swartz, so good to see you. Thank you so much, Julia. This shirt is from AMB Designs. These shells are amazing. Like, I bought like 10 of them or something back in 2020 I wash them all the time, I put them in a garment bag in the washing machine, and then, you know, dry them on a rack. And the quality is unbelievable. I absolutely love them. They have great designs. So you can look that up, AMB Designs. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Hi, Exo Boots. Hi, Lara. Okay, Lara, you can. There's been one tangent so far. We'll see. Yeah, Allie Love. I feel pretty good. Yeah, but it's a lot. There's a lot of intensity right now. My moon is at 17 Aries, so it's 2 degrees off. So, but it's close enough. Yeah, thank you, Lara. Lara's got the tangent tracker going. Okay, so let's get back to business. So yeah, if you want, you can come to the workshop. Well, things to think about that you can be. Beautiful. Hopefully everything's still there. I got a poor connection. It's Mercury retrograde, interruptions in communications, delays, reversals. Yeah. The collapse of things contemplated. This is what Mercury retrogrades can bring. And it started on Monday, and there's several stories I want to talk about in terms of Mercury retrograde. But let me complete the circle for you can go to the link in my bio or astrologybyceleste.com to sign up for the workshop, and I will do as many hot take readings as I can for people. Yeah, as well as we're going to talk about the eclipse, healing the wound, and whatever else I decide we're going to talk about on Sunday. Yeah, it's better than exact. Yeah, thank goodness it's not. Yeah. Yes, Anna Ree. Oh, you have your ascendant at 19 Aries. Yes, so this is a beautiful opportunity for you to do some soul healing about how, because your soul is rising up to that Aries energy, the positive high roads of Aries, the being more confident, courageous, independent, pioneering. Those sorts of things can be things about, like, if you do hold yourself back, think about, think about why. Yeah, from those things. We all, have our things, but I think this is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for you having your ascendant being eclipsed with Chiron right there to do some really wonderful healing for yourself. Yeah. Of course, whenever your ascendant is eclipsed or there's an eclipse in your first house or sixth house, anything comes up health-wise, just go to the doctor. But I think it's all about you and you healing yourself. And we all need healing in some small ways, large ways, depending on our situation. Okay, let's talk about, I'm going to try my best to, it sounded so good in my head, I'm going to try my best to coherently tell the story and frame it, the big picture, and zoom in. Okay, so we're going to talk about Chef Jose Andres, who has this World Food Kitchen. He's this amazing person who has set up this charitable organization that helps feed people in crisis around the globe. So and he's in the news this week, he's like a successful restaurateur who went to Haiti in 2010 to help people who are surviving that horrific earthquake of 2010. And while there, he learned, and the New York Times Daily podcast, they're an excellent podcast. I love it. Today's podcast, every day they have these short, 20-minute or so podcasts that talk about something, the news of the day, but bring in all of this other information about it. It's really informative. Some of them are just so excellent. Okay, so they were talking about him today and about how during his time in Haiti, he realized how important it was for people to eat food that was comforting to them in times of crisis, because the infrastructure was totally knocked out, and he was helping people, find ways to feed themselves. And in 2010, Jupiter and Uranus met at 0 degrees of Aries, starting this cycle, which is completing on April 20th. And he got the idea, hot food, and for people in crisis, where these crises come in totally unexpectedly, and helping them. So that's Jupiter. Jupiter aids, Jupiter blesses, Jupiter brings you life-sustaining things to help you. And Uranus, the earthquake, Uranus rules earthquakes. And Aries, at that point, it was about hot food. And so the seed of this came into his mind, and so he started this charity that has been amazing. And they have skills. It's innovative. They have innovative. Uranus is the innovator. They have innovative skills to get food to people in different ways than other organizations. And he has all of these networks and connections that he's used this. So he got the seed with that around the time of that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction at 0 Aries, which is a world point about how he was going to help people around the world going through these crises. And then when Russia invaded Ukraine, he started taking his organization into war zones. Again, we've got this Aries theme. Yeah. And anyway, now as Jupiter and Uranus are meeting in Taurus, he's been working in Gaza, his organization, to help people. Well, Mercury retrograde. When Mercury retrograde in Aries, miscalculations, mistakes are possible. Mars rules Aries, and it's now in the sign of Pisces, and it's coming to meet Saturn next week in Pisces. Mars in Pisces is, you can't think about Mars. Mars wants to be direct and take action. It's at home in Scorpio and Aries. In Pisces, two fish swimming in opposite directions. there's like miscalculations. You can't shoot straight. And Mercury reporting into it. Benjamin Netanyahu went in for this hernia surgery, and so other people were in charge, and they was destroyed. They bombed 3 of the World Food Kitchen's aid trucks that were clearly marked, that had cleared their path with the Israeli government. There's no excuse for how this tragedy happened. 7 people were killed from around the world, 3 British people, Palestinian people, an American, I think, was in the trucks as well. And they shot them one by one, these trucks. One of the downloads I'd gotten was, let me read it to you. I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Okay, so when I get these downloads, I just start typing on my iPad. I got Gaza, I'm going to shoot them one by one, and then King Solomon, who was a king of Israel. And I thought this was going to be some kind of, someone going out and, just someone like in the United States going out and targeting people as a response to what's going on there, just random people. But no, I think this is it. They shot these trucks, 3 trucks, one by one. This is causing world outrage. Yeah. And people are angry. So it's a catastrophe. So Jose Andres, I forgot to tell you this. He was born with Jupiter at 29 degrees of Virgo, conjunct Uranus at 0 degrees of Libra. So the Jupiter and Uranus met opposite his Uranus Jupiter conjunction in 2010, and he got the seed of this idea to help all these people around the world in Uranian crisis situations. Yeah, so sorry, back that up. And he has his Jupiter in Virgo of service, and he's got the Pluto conjunct the South Node in Virgo. So he uses his power and influence to help others. The South Node is a point of drain or loss, but it also speaks to like selfishness and help and service kind of stuff, or charitable kind of stuff. Yeah. And his Chiron is at 6 degrees of Aries. So at the lunar eclipse at 5 degrees of Libra was opposite his Chiron. So, he was wounded in a way. His organization was deeply wounded by losing 7 of their employees. And on Monday, his sun is being eclipsed. His sun at 20 degrees of Cancer by square. The eclipse is at 19 Aries, conjunct Chiron. So you can see in his natal chart the timing of this event, as well as what is going on in the sky with the Mercury retrograde, and Mercury stationed to go retrograde at 27 degrees of Aries, and he has his Neptune at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So this Neptunian Chiron in Aries, but Mercury, that miscalculation or that whatever. Some people think they did it intentionally. I think it's Mercury. I don't think so. If they did, it's really crazy because they're risking aid being cut off. Yeah. So anyway, this is just wanting to show you something about this. Oh, hi, Black and Divine. I'm so glad now that I understand your handle, so I don't have to call you Blungan anymore. Yes. Oh, good. Your Chiron is Aries. Oh, and your midheaven. Okay. I mean, and you, yeah. Oh, no, and your ascendant. Yeah. Okay. Soul wounds keep surfacing. Yes. people are having soul wounds surface. Chiron and Aries, the deepest wounds that, we have from childhood, are coming up in lots of people. Yeah, right now. Yeah. Oh no, Kay Swartz had Instagram is kicking you out. Yeah, Imaginary Restaurant says, yes, that's what Jose Andres did. Food from their region cooked in their fashion. He's an amazing human doing remarkable things. It's such a tragedy. Yes, it is. He's a Jupiter-Uranus person. Showing people, innovating, how one person can make such a huge difference. I love his story. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, some people think it was purposely done. I mean, maybe it was. Maybe I don't see any upside of it, but yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, clearly marked, so clearly marked. It makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing the work his organization has done. And I think we need to lift this man in prayer because he is speaking out about this incident. And I'm worried that, this right-wing government will try to destroy his reputation with Chiron in Aries. We don't know his birth time, because he's speaking out, like coming up with some kind of affair or something in his personal life to try to discredit him. So let's hope that, they want aid cut off. Yeah. It's such the scale, Saturn and Pisces, the lack of empathy for these people who are in this situation is, Corey. Oh yeah, everyone thinks it was intended. Maybe it was, but with Mercury retrograde. Oh, why do I have such a huge crush and reflecting on my exes? It's because it's Mercury retrograde. You're thinking back about your ex. That's just classic Mercury retrograde stuff. We had a lunar eclipse in Libra. Libra is the sign of relationships, bringing full exposure to relationships topics. So everyone is probably thinking something about how they relate to something. It's an air sign, Libra, so mostly people maybe, but some people are like having exposure of their one-on-one relationships, maybe with a boss or a child or a sibling, or, it could be a lot of things with this, but yeah, that's why sober, yeah. Yeah, it's coming up to your conscious attention for you to evaluate some stuff and maybe do some healing. But, yeah. Nothing about texting them. You don't need to text them. This is for your internal work. Yeah. Neptune and Uranus, Savasha, it depends on, yeah. Yes, they gave them their coordinates. There's no, yeah. Yeah, he was emotional MDC. He's got a Cancer stellium. His moon, his Mercury, and his sun are all in the sign of Cancer, which is a sign of the stomach. Cancer rules the stomach. Cancer is comfort. Cancer is about food. Him being a chef is so perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you'll watch the replay. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said we need to lift him and send positive energy to this man. He does so much good around the world. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else did I want to say about that? Oh, and Mercury, this is really concerning. And also on that day, there were two other stories out of Israel. Number one, they did a strike on an embassy. Libra rules embassies, and with eclipse season, the eclipses work together, and this was one of my predictions but this is based on the astrology, was an embassy, something about a problem with an embassy. They struck the embassy in Syria and killed 3 Iranian generals. And so now and Iran has vowed to retaliate or do something, and has said that they hold the U.S. partly responsible. So just the North Node is in Aries, amplifying these conflicts, and it's really, really, really concerning what's going on over there. The third thing is that they passed some kind of law that said the prime minister has the ability to kick out journalists, and they made it so Al Jazeera cannot broadcast. I hope I'm saying this right. You can Google it in case I'm missing a little of the nuance. But Al Jazeera cannot broadcast in Israel or Gaza anymore because he says they're a mouthpiece of Hamas. So that again, so freedom of the press. Israel's supposed to be a democracy. Freedom of the press. Al Jazeera is a world-renowned news organization. Kicking them out of Gaza or out of the country, like not being able to broadcast. This is very, very concerning, and he can pick and choose which ones. And we're seeing this rise in totalitarian or authoritarianism. And the people of Israel also did this big protest. They want him out, large swaths of the people. And there's a guy who is in the cabinet, I believe, who's called for new elections in the fall. New elections in September. The next eclipse, the solar eclipse in Libra, is in September. And eclipses rise people up and knock them out. And that Netanyahu has this huge Libra stellium. So we'll see what happens, but something's got to change. The Biden administration, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. That's kind of depressing story. I wanted to talk about Beyonce as well. But there's not enough time for Beyonce. But I love this Cowboy Carter album, and she is a Uranian person as well. She has her South Node in Aquarius, and the moon's in Aquarius today, and she has this internal deep desire. What Aquarius does is it takes it takes the tradition or the way things have been done in the past and wants to make it better, wants to innovate it. Like Capricorn is a sign of tradition, and Aquarius and Capricorn are signs next to each other, but signs next to each other are kind of in rebellion to the sign before and after. So Aquarius sees that tradition and the future on how it can be better. And the South Node talks about our talents. And she has her Mars in Leo conjunct her North Node. The North Node is an amplifier. Leo rules performers and entertainers. She is driven, Mars, to and like really driven. I can't even imagine what it's like to be her with that Virgo. She's a Virgo sun. She's probably so exacting on herself. Like you can see her drive for the Virgo perfectionism. Yeah. Anyway, this album is part of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And I forgot to mention that about the strike on the A truck. That's also Jupiter-Uranus. The A truck, boom, the strike, Uranus. But this album, Jupiter, this celebrity, Jupiter rules celebrities, conjunct Uranus, this album which breaks with convention. It's a country album, but she says it's not a country album. It's a Beyonce album. Yes, she does. I love myself some Beyonce with her. Like the sun is at the North Node, and she's like a singular pioneer, innovator. Just every album is better than the last. I mean, it's just, although I think Renaissance, what a masterpiece that was. But no, wait, what's the one? Lemonade, like what a masterpiece. But Renaissance was also fantastic too. And this is like, oh my God, I love the way she changed Jolene, which was Dolly Parton's song where she was like begging this beautiful woman in town not to steal her man. Well, Beyonce's version is telling this beautiful woman, you're a bird, you're one of thousands. I suggest you move on or else you're going to get hurt. Like, and it's, and so with the Libra lunar eclipse, it's Sun in Aries conjunct Chiron at the solar eclipse. She's saying, you mess with my relationship, Libra, you're going to get hurt. Aries conjunct Chiron. Yeah. And it's with Beyonce, it's not going to be a nick. So anyway, I'm not advocating violence at all. I'm just talking about how this song reflects the eclipses. Yeah. And if you listen to the album, like the duet with Miley is fantastic. And it's like, I'll be your shotgun. There's a lot of talk about shotguns. That's Aries, Mercury retrograded Aries, Sun in Aries. Like there's this imagery of Libra couples, relationships, all of this stuff. Aries, there's like the guns and the things like that, the weapons, but there's also healing. There's a song with Post Malone that I feel like talks about like that Chiron. It's something about healing wounds. So if you listen to the album with all of these transits in mind, it's really interesting. Hi, Sam Fern. Okay. Oh, the turnstile gates. I think that is my prediction about that was a download. I call that a download about turnstile gates. I think that was the National Guard going into the subways of New York. And I've been kind of worried about a confrontation between them and people there. But so far, I haven't seen anything big happening. So yeah, I think it's just about them being that. Look at the subway. There's something coming around there of the nature of they're solar eclipse in Aries. They're like military people. Aries rules the military, to lunar eclipse in Libra. Keep the peace. So that's how that story, that's what that was. Yeah, so I'm hoping that's it. I think the big event of the solar eclipse is going to be the weather. Oh, and I don't want to forget to say this. Mars is conjunct Saturn at the solar eclipse, and I'll talk about this more on Sunday. If you're going to see it, be aware that Mercury retrograde, there can be a lot of delays. And there are going to be people, I think Texas highways are going to be a lot of the news, people just sitting there, running out of gas maybe. I mean, it could be if a storm comes through there, it's just going to be a miserable experience for some people because Mars is conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So that can be, and that's amplified by the eclipse. The exact transit is Wednesday of next week, but Mars transits come in early. So Mars and Saturn in Pisces, like really bad weather could be something. But the thing I want to warn people of is if you're going, get your eclipse glasses from a reputable place. Do not buy eclipse glasses from some okey doke standing on the side of the road, or, one of these things in New York City where they're selling the fake purses and they're selling the glasses, or like get them from a reputable person. Because what I can see happening, Pisces also rules deception, and Mars towards somebody taking action to deceive people, to seeing how, I'm going to make a big buck with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus about, I'm going to make a bunch of money by buying up like a bunch of glasses from the grocery store, the Target or Walmart, and selling them as, so Mercury retrograde, like this Mercury rules commerce, this deceptive thing, selling people these fake eclipse glasses that they're going to be out there staring at the sun. And the solar eclipse is conjunct Chiron in Aries. Aries rules the head and the eyes, and people are going to be, I think this is hopefully this is not going to be a big story, but this is going to happen to some people where they're looking at this eclipse with these fake glasses and they damage their eyes. Yeah. I think that's a prediction. That's going to happen somewhere. Hopefully it's not going to be a big story. So if you go buy reputable glasses. Oh, yes. Sun gazing opens your third eye. Yeah. Yeah. Neptune and Pisces. Yes, Mars, Saturn, and Neptune are all in Pisces. That can be deception. Yes. Opening your third eye, staring at the sun. You do not need to stare at the sun to open your third eye. You can just close your eyes and work on it that way. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Oh, good. Yeah. They need to say ISO on the side. Yeah. International Standards Organization. That's something I think ISO is. Yeah. Schools are closing. It's going to be a mess. It's just going to be a mess this weekend and next week. And Mars, Saturn does not, Venus is in Aries. The sign is a detriment. Venus rules recreation and vacations and stuff like that. In the sign of its detriment, yeah, people going to, and Mars conjunct Saturn, people going on this trip, and it's going to be really, the stories are going to be a lot about, like, some people will just have a great time doing the whatever, but there's going to be a lot of problems, delays, and water stuff at different places along the eclipse path through the United States. Yeah. I talked about Diddy a couple of weeks ago. You can go back and watch that. Oh, I'm in No Gang, but my shooter's bang bang. Yeah, that's one of the songs on yeah. Yeah, they sound great together. Yeah. Yeah, she's clapping that way. That doesn't even hate. It elevates. Yes, I love Jolene. Yes. Yeah, Matt. Oligarchy and the atrocities. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Beyonce is doing her thing. Okay, I could talk for the rest of the day about Beyonce and that album that is just fire, and she's sitting on that horse. Jupiter rules. Jupiter has associations with horses. It rules Sagittarius, and yeah, it's so good. Okay, let's get to the cards. We're going to use the Heal Yourself Oracle by Ina Sagel. This is a rock pool deck. And you're going to listen for your sun, moon, and rising, or just use your intuition. Which card you need to work on about healing the wound. Okay. Having the workshop on Sunday. Yeah. So if you do go to the eclipse, make sure you have a full tank of gas. You have snacks and water in your car. Maybe even bring some Pampers for adult Pampers in case you are stuck on the highway for a day or something like that. Make sure you have plenty of food. Your cell phone is charged. You have extra battery packs for your cell phone. All these things, and you could Google it. Because gas stations may run out of gas. That's something that could happen. Cell phones get jammed because there's so many people, so you can't communicate. All this kind of stuff. Yeah. With Mars, Saturn, there's going to be problems galore. Okay. And your real glasses, not your, not the glasses you bought for $50 that cost the person 10 cents. Okay, let's start with Aries. Destiny, yeah. Destiny says she listened to my podcast for a long time, and I've been talking about my downloads more. How have I honed and developed? That's when I'm in the process of that. So what I've been doing, just a flood of stuff came in about this eclipse season. And so I've been documenting it and then seeing what comes up. Sometimes I've been like, the download's right, but my evaluation of it has been wrong. I need to find a teacher to help me with this, but right now I'm just through practice and things I've learned. I have done some intuitive development classes. Yeah, that's how I'm working on honing it, but it's nascent, I would call it, early stages. Okay, Aries. Aries got procrastination. So think about this, how you put things off when you, Aries, think about how you put things off when you know you need to attend to something and you find other things to do and distract you. Yeah, let's see. You need to change your tune and stop putting things off tomorrow that you can do today. You are being called to action. There are important tasks that you have delayed. Retrogrades are beautiful times to go back and look at things that finish up tasks you've already started. It's not a good time, Mercury retrograde, to start new things. So this is great advice. The point of power is always in the present. And there's an urgency for you to maybe take action about some things that you've been putting off. Yeah. Maybe Black and Divine. Yeah. Of course, Destiny. Happy to share. Anna says, is my name on the back of that card? Maybe it is. Well, you know your ascendant's being eclipsed, so you can do it today. Taurus, soulmate. Ooh, look at that. To me, Taurus, this is like, what are you partnering with? Yes. Is it in your best interest? It doesn't have to be a person, but Jupiter, Uranus, like if you want a soulmate to come in your life, this is the time to tell the universe. Ask your guides, ask God, your guides, whatever you call your higher power, to send you, and be specific, like write it down. What is it you would like in a soulmate, and what are you going to give back in this that's coming? Now, if you're partnering with shopping all the time or ice cream or something like that, you might want to consider with Jupiter Uranus, because Jupiter rules overindulgence. Like it's a lot, it's just massive, it's too much. Maybe breaking that. Uranus can end things instantaneously. So think about that, Taurus. Okay. Gemini, cycles. Yes. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So this is a really good time for Geminis to slow down, recognize cycles or patterns or things like that. Let me read this. Life is cyclical. Sometimes things flow and other times things slow down. Gemini likes to change and tends to move pretty quick. Like Taurus is slow, Gemini is kind of fast. People have strong Gemini in the chart. A lot of times, they walk really quickly. I have Mars and Venus and Gemini, and I walk. Well, Mars, how you move. Mars, the sign Mars is in, can speak to how you move through the world. Yeah, but fast, quick, walking. Slow down, Gemini. This is your time. You have this beautiful opportunity 3 times a year with these Mercury retrogrades for 3 weeks or so to just take kind of your foot off the gas pedal, let your nervous system settle down, because that can be a lot of nervous energy in some Geminis. Yeah. It is time for you to, what is it time for you to focus on? Is it time for you to focus on your family, alone time, life purpose, whatever? This is time for you to consider what cycle you're in and honor the cycle of Mercury retrograde, because people with strong Gemini and Virgo energy are more impacted by these cycles because Mercury rules their sign. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Cancer. Family and tribe. How on the nose is that? Family and tribe. Yeah. This is a call for Cancers to maybe focus a little bit on some home stuff. Let's see what it says about that. Thinking about healing. This is what I get for Cancer. Healing some of that family wound, because people with strong Cancer energy, it's a water sign. And it's the sign where the moon is at home and the moon rules family. And like, especially Cancer risings, I'm a Cancer rising. There's something that went on in your childhood that you had to be very perceptive. You had to know what was going on beneath the surface. It could have been a parent who got angry or was abusive or was depressed or was, overly emotional for whatever reason, or a sibling, or for some reason you had to constantly be pulling in signals about what was going on in your environment without having to hear the words. And you did this in order to protect yourself. And maybe there's a call with this eclipse in Aries, which squares Cancer, for you to recognize where that came from and how is it showing up in your life right now, and healing that wound of having to be on high vigilance or high alert about the emotional undercurrents about what was going on around you. Yeah, think about that. Let's see. And be very discerning with other people's opinions. This is what become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities? Am I still carrying some of these outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? Yeah, so think about that. Yes, yeah, North Node in Cancer. The North Node is where you're going to. So you have a South Node in Capricorn if you have a North Node in Cancer. So you're supposed to recognize any kind of shadow Capricorn energies and reach for more of the Cancer energies to be more empathetic and see more value in the home and the nesting rather than just the achievement and the ambition of Capricorn. Yeah. Leo, have faith. Wow, Leo, have faith. To me, this is like, Leos have been going through it the last couple of years. When we had Saturn in Aquarius opposite Leo, a lot of my clients were going through, like, oppositions come in from outside of yourself, like some stuff going on. Yeah, and now Jupiter's in Taurus squaring your Leo placements where you can make some breakthroughs, but there's tension there. You can make some breakthroughs for growth, but also Pluto is opposite Leo. It's at the very beginning degrees. It's one degree, but Pluto opposite your Leo placements is also kind of, there's you're dealing with maybe power struggles or other things coming in outside of yourself that's bringing up subconscious stuff and you're not even sure of why it's going on. Well, Jupiter is going to go on May 25th into the sign of Gemini, making a sextile, bringing some opportunities for you to have a little bit more ease, Leo, as Jupiter transits Gemini, which is a sign that is in sextile to your sign. So have faith, even if things have been very difficult right now, that like a cycle is coming for a little bit more ease and flow potentially if you lean in. That's what I get with that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going on too long. Yeah, everyone be safe. You can always, I'm putting these on YouTube so you can watch them on YouTube if it's too hard to watch the replay on Instagram. Okay. Virgo. Ooh, dreams. Virgo, really pay attention to what your dreams are. with Mars coming to meet Saturn at 14 degrees of Pisces, if you have a placement around 14 degrees of Virgo, especially if it's like in the 12th house or something, you may have some upsetting dreams, but some people are having just some amazing dreams. With the nature of this eclipse season is flashes of insight and things coming in through your dreams. So maybe have a dream journal and write things down. And now through May, with Jupiter in a beautiful trine, and this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is in a trine. Trines are easy, smooth flowing energy. There could be nice opportunities that are coming in for Virgos. Okay. Okay. So, this is Libra. Discover your life purpose, Libra. Look at that. Interesting. Discover your life purpose. So, the South Node in Libra for Libras is excavating. So, it's digging out some stuff. And you may be finding that you are releasing preconceived notions about what you thought your life would be like, especially Libra risings. Think about how you maybe took on a path that you thought would be acceptable to other people in order to look a certain way or look good. And now you're realizing maybe that action wasn't what really is in my best interest. And you're letting go of some people-pleasing tendencies, or going along just to get along, or doing the job that everybody thought you should be doing because it's a family business, or this is what your parents wanted you to do, and blah, blah, blah. So you may be coming through breakthroughs. Excuse me. It started last summer about your life purpose that is different than you thought it was. And it's so interesting that this is a 29 card. 29 is the last degree of the signs. It's crisis. It's decay. You're letting go of these things, and it's a process. So just being aware, this eclipse is opposite your Leo placements. Start asking yourself, what's the meaning of my life? Immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being here. Nothing is impossible. Okay. I'm having problems. My throat is tired. Nina is doing the work. She says, oh my God, going from being a lawyer like my dad to a full-time artist. Libra rules lawyers, Libra rules artists. Yes, you're doing the work. Nydia Simone, yes. Oh, dreams are insane. With Virgo in the 12th house, yeah. To calm down after Mars passes Saturn, gets at least like 4 degrees away, I hope. Or when Mars goes into Aries. So Scorpio rejection. This is a beautiful card for Scorpio to think about. How, when you feel rejected, and that's a Saturnian word, excluded, rejected, how do you react? As a Scorpio, do you just cut yourself off, seclude yourself, come out, planning to destroy the other person's life, family, and everything they have? Or what? Good time to think about how you handle rejection. Apologies, I've got to blow my nose. Okay. Apologies, but this was getting to be an emergency situation. Okay. Great card for Scorpio. Sagittarius. Beauty. What is real beauty? Yeah. How can you, if you got, This is a great card for Sagittarius to really think about your relationship with Blue Beauty, a Libra topic. And let me see. Recognize your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful, special, and unique. When was the last time you looked in a mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and body, and people can feel your energy when you move into a room. When a person who has not thought of being as physically good looking connects to their own inner light, wisdom, and warmth, the glow emanates from within and makes them extremely appealing and attractive, and attracts opportunities and people to them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. If you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and external makeover. Maybe write yourself a love letter about the things that are beautiful about yourself and how you show up in this life. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn got sadness. So this eclipse is squaring your Capricorn placement. So if you have stuff at around 5 or 19 Capricorn, you're really impacted by square this eclipse season, and there may be a call for you to just recognize what's going on emotionally within you. And the Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and there can be this depressive nature, especially with like Capricorn moons. It is easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a fake smile, yet sadness can open the door of your heart, and help you access compassion. When you can truly allow yourself to cry and feel sorrow over the loss of a loved one, lost opportunity, a broken heart, or a friendship that's ended, you cleanse your soul and allow yourself to heal. Maybe you need a good cry, Capricorn. Let's see, Aquarius. How? This card is hilarious. How teachable are you, Aquarius? Aquarius is a sign of, I know I've got the right answer. So this is a call for Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius today to consider, how can you be more teachable? Take in new information, learn new things if this is a problem for you. Yeah. Yeah. Pisces, pride. This card reminds me of in Pulp Fiction, when Ving Rhames, who's Marcellus Wallace, tells, Bruce Willis is supposed to throw the fight, and he's telling Marcellus Wallace, talks to him about how, don't let pride stop you from doing what you need to do and you're being paid to do. Well, we all know how that story turned out. Yeah, he let pride mess with him, and it brought him a lot of stuff. Yeah. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is key. This is really interesting for Pisces to think about, because it's typically a sign of more humbleness. But yeah, when you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weakness. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior, while at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, or disagreeing with others? Well, Mars and Saturn are in Pisces. So yeah, really think about this. Think about this if you're having conflicts, Mars, that are bringing separation, Saturn. Yeah, think about this. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think you're always right? Maybe you're a Pisces Sun, Aquarius, Mercury, or something like that. By holding on to shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. Yeah, this is just something to think about. Think about your relationship with pride, Pisces, and how it can sometimes steer you into difficult directions with Mars and Saturn in your sign. Especially think about what's coming to your conscious attention between now and next Wednesday when it perfects. Okay, sorry this went on so long. Hi, Lisa Francis. Yeah, let's see. Heather started a queer sex and ed organization over the summer. Yeah, your first class, you should wait until after Mercury Retrograde, I would say. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can do an Ask Me Anything if you want me to pick a date based on your chart. Oh, good, Lara. You've gotten better at dealing with rejection. Your Sag sister. Oh, how wonderful. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Actually, I'm excited for Pisces, and then it's like, never mind. Sorry, it's just it's a call for you to do some examination with topics that maybe you rather would not with the Mercury retrograde. The martyr hero complex when it comes to maintaining and defending toxic relationships. I think that, yes. Yeah. And you think of yourself as a martyr for helping that wounded puppy. Oh yes, you can change them. Da 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 da. Yes. And you won't hear anything about it. You see the good in them, that gem amongst the not so gem. Yeah, Pisces shadow. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I went on a little long, but it's 11:11 here. So perfect timing to end. I'll be back on tomorrow with Malika Semper. Malika, we're going to talk about the eclipse, and then Sunday's my workshop. So there's still time to join. Still time to join the workshop on Sunday. I'd love to see you there. I love seeing people in person and helping you do some hot takes on your charts. Okay, take good care.